In this episode, let us learn different types of FDA forms used by FDA and warning letter. Some of the important forms are: 1. FDA Form 482, Notice of Inspection. 2. FDA Form 483, Observations of Inspection. 3. FDA Form 484, Receipt of Samples. 4. FDA Form 463, Affidavit. FDA Form 482, Notice of Inspection. It is an official notice of FDA for inspection signed by the FDA officials. It is produced by the inspector and has the authority to inspect the manufacturing facility. Inspection coordinator will receive the notice and manage the inspection accordingly. The coordinator should ask for notice if it is not presented by the FDA inspector. A copy of this notice shall be attached to the inspection file. Form 482 shows that inspector has authorization from FDA to inspect the facility. It clearly shows what the inspector may inspect, including the area of inspection and documentation. An inspector can ask for the manufacturing records of the regulated product and can enter in the area where the product is being manufactured. He can review online records, collect samples, and interview the personnel working in the area. An inspector can't review the product price list, financial data of firm, product marketing data, research documents, and employee data excluding the training records. These documents are considered as firm's confidential documents. FDA Form 484, Receipt of Samples. During the inspection, if FDA inspectors want to take any sample, they have to issue a receipt of those samples on Form 484. It has the quantity of sample with the lot number of the product sampled. Form 484 is used for samples only, but not for promotional material, labels, photographs, or any record taken by FDA investigators. FDA Form 463, Affidavit. An affidavit is produced by the production authorities declaring the receipt and use of the raw material used in product manufacturing after the completion of the FDA audit. Many of us have confusion between FDA Form 483 and warning letters. Both of these are issued by Food and Drug Administration, FDA, after a regulatory inspection of the facility, and both are the way of communication. The Form 483 and FDA warning letter both serve a similar purpose, to inform sponsors and principal investigators of issues requiring corrective action, but there are some important differences. A Form 483 is less formal but can escalate to a warning letter. Form 483 is used by the FDA to communicate the inspection observations. All observations are listed in descending order of their importance. A Form 483, also called inspectional observations, is a list of conditions or practices that indicate a potential violation of the FDA's requirements. The observations are listed in descending order of importance. This is not an all-inclusive list, but more of a snapshot of possible issues noted at the site. Handling the FDA Form 483. As a pharma professional, it is essential to take time to review the Form 483 with the inspector once the inspection is finished. This is your opportunity to gain an understanding of observations noted and assure their accuracy. Consult the errors and miscommunications with the inspectors. Understand the broader message the regulatory agency is sending, that is, their positive or negative mood. Ask the questions regarding confusions found in the observations. Identify and discuss any errors in observations. It may help to delete the observation from Form 483. Respond the FDA Form 483 within the 15 days, otherwise regulatory agency will not consider it during the decision towards the company. Demonstrate awareness of applicable regulations. Consult with legal counsel as necessary. Challenges or questions to the observations noted are not uncommon, as long as the focus is on the issues, and not the inspector personally. If convincing information is provided regarding an observation, it may be deleted from the 483. Now let us understand warning letter. An FDA warning letter is a formal notification from the FDA that identifies serious regulatory violations. A warning letter is issued by more senior FDA officials after they've reviewed the inspector's report. A warning letter is considered an escalation from a 483 observation. The most common causes for an FDA warning letters are: non-compliant written procedures, failure to follow written procedures, failure to prove that regulations have been followed with adequate documentation. Warning letters are typically delivered in person to ensure that they're viewed and handled promptly. Like with an FDA 483 observation, an FDA warning letter requires a written response within 15 days maximum. If the cause for the FDA warning letter is severe, the FDA may escalate the deadline. You are obligated to rectify the violations described in an FDA warning letter. Warning letters are made public. Anyone can find that the company has been issued a letter. We've even heard of competitors using a company's warning letter as a negative example of why a potential customer should choose their own company over the competing one. Like 483 observations, warning letters can be very expensive to deal with. Receiving a warning letter can significantly delay your time to market and consume capital in the process. A warning letter should be replied within the given time because delay can lead to the import ban. It may be asked for an extension of the time to justify the things. Generally, FDA concentrates on the quality of the product, and does not compromise with the product quality. Most of the warning letter issued by FDA has the quality or CGMP issues.
If you like our videos, please support us with thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and enjoy the videos that will be waiting for you in the future.
Let's recap. An FDA 483 observation is a notice that highlights potential regulatory problems, while a warning letter is an escalation of this notice. You need to respond in writing within 15 days of receiving both a 483 and a warning letter. You're not obligated to handle observations cited by inspectors in a Form 483. However, it is inadvisable not to. You're far more likely to receive a warning letter if you don't address the FDA's concerns in the 483 observation. If you receive a warning letter, you're required by law to make any changes necessary to satisfy the FDA's concerns. A warning letter is far more serious than a 483 observation. Any violations must be dealt with before you can meet compliance and bring your medical device to market. It's also possible to receive 483 observations and warning letters at the same time. Usually, potential violations will be ordered in priority as determined by the investigator. It can take some careful managing to ensure you are getting done what the FDA expects of you. EIR, Establishment Investigation Report. The EIR is also created by the inspector in addition to the Form 483. This should be done within 30 working days. The EIR is then examined by the responsible center or district office of the FDA, issuing the following statuses. NAI, no action indicated, there were no objectionable items found during the inspection. VAI, voluntary action indicated, objectionable items were found, but no action is required on the part of the authority. All of the company's actions are on a voluntary basis. OAI, official action indicated, objectionable items were found and further regulatory measures will be derived, for example warning letter. The EIR is forwarded to the inspected company. As part of the so-called Freedom of Information Act, it can also be requested by other companies though. But experience has shown that the disclosure of a foreign EIR may take some time.